perfect is perception. Perception is all that they can see.
Hi everyone, it's me, Michael Ankers. Welcome back to my music channel, Michael Ankers Music, and welcome to a brand new series of my first autism related series, Awesome Autism. Welcome to the first ever episode of this 5-part series, which will be every Thursday at 9 PM in April, in celebration of Autism Awareness Month, which is April. So, in today's first episode, I will be talking about my life with autism, but just before that I would love to give a big thank you to Jenny DeHamer, who's a friend of mine from Montreal in Canada, who made the intro that you may have seen at the start of the video. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, Jenny. So let's get into today's episode. So today I will be talking about my life with autism. So basically, sort of what my life is like, and what it's been like, what is it like at the moment, but what it's been like since I first was diagnosed with autism. So I was diagnosed with autism when I was 7 years old, in April 2012, so I'm 16 now. And I was diagnosed when I was 7 in April 2012. It was when I first, so basically how it sort of like before I got my diagnosis, my dad died in June 2011, and after that was having like, I was trying a lot and blah blah blah, and my mum and auntie thought there's not this wrong, so we got to, and then I was diagnosed with autism and also dyspraxia on the same day in April 2012. And at first it was a very major shock. Obviously it took you getting used to it, but once you've been diagnosed with autism, like if it's like your kid or yourself or whoever, it's like you get used to it, and after a while you sort of like know what to do. So when I first had it, it was like obviously just getting used to it, like getting to know like all the different like symptoms. Well, not like symptoms, but like what happens when you have autism and stuff. And obviously over the years it got better, coped with it better, and say at the moment. So for me with autism, you can have social skills a bit like your hand and eye coordination. So for example, when I first started YouTube, or when I'm ever like filming or whatever, where with autism you may notice me sometimes in my videos I don't like this off camera, I'm still talking to the camera, but it doesn't look like I'm sort of like, without even realising that, yeah, but eye contact, hand and eye coordination, because of autism. It's not just because of autism, but that's one of the reasons. So my life with autism since that, like, I've been picked on. This is true. I've been picked on by people, obviously, not specifically, but it makes me more vulnerable for bullying, I'd say. That's just my opinion. That's just my experience. I think the main thing for me in life with autism, when I was younger, I used to cry a lot and whatever, but it's not as bad now. But I think the main thing is just social situations for me, like, you know, like friendships, like sometimes people with autism be socially withdrawn and feel like, you know, like I don't always know who to talk to, because a lot of people say I come across as confident, and I think I'm a quite confident person sometimes, but sometimes it's just like friendship stuff I'm like very nervous, but also can be very full on with friends, as I've probably got on some people's nerves sometimes. I think life with autism, it's different for everyone. You know, some people with autism can't speak, so they may have to obviously find other ways of like communication. A lot of people with autism can't speak. Say autism, like some kids start speaking at the age of like 1.5 or a few years or 2. I didn't speak. I think it was so until I was about 3.5. So obviously, you know, I was that sort of developer, and I don't let it affect me. You know, I just get on with it. It does affect me sometimes. I think for me personally, obviously, it's just sort of speaks to me a bit things with autism, but also my just social situations, like just making friends with people, because I can be very fun, but I can get really nervous, just like, you know, sometimes I feel a bit just like, because I don't socially awkward, because I don't always know who to talk to. And I mean, I do have a lot of good friends. I've still got friends who are, who have autism, or know someone with autism, not just me. But, it's very, sometimes it's very nerve-wracking. I've had lots of good friends, but with my autism, sometimes I can, I'm not used to serious, but I can message people too much, or I can, maybe, too much, probably, that's inside of me. For example, one of my friends last year, who was from America but he moved to England many years ago, I knew him for years and I didn't see him for a few years, and then, I messaged him a lot and he was very annoyed with me about that, and we sort of, fell out and stuff, but I still have a lot of good friends, and I think me also, I just like, I just want to make new friends, but also keep my, old friends, like people I've known for a few years or whatever. And I think it's very important to me. I think I was having a discussion with this in February, because I was being interviewed by a YouTuber called the Ankers TV show, you may know of, and he said, make sure, obviously, like, when you got someone awesome like me or someone, make sure to get them involved. Like, people with autism, like he said, are very supportive, and I hope I'm a very supportive person. I hope other people say, but I know other people with autism who love to chat to you, or always support you and always message you, see how you're doing. And I love that. I've got some autistic friends. But yeah, I do really appreciate it. I think as well with life with autism, it's just, once you've had it for a few years, it's not, or once you've been diagnosed with it, it's very. But I think some people do obviously still judge you, might get bullied at school, and obviously just find support, talk to people, raise awareness if you can, So I'm going to sort of just go into full absence. So I was diagnosed when I was 7, and then in primary school it was okay. I feel like I was more supported with it in secondary school though, and it was very good. I got to talk, obviously, I raised awareness. I went to a few different local primary schools, and talked about it with younger kids, met one or two kids who had autism themselves. One of them had a cousin with autism, and it's just, I like to sort of raise awareness for it, like I'm doing now with this series. And it can be very challenging, very emotional sometimes, because I do myself. And I can get very stressed easily. So, and that's one of the things I'll be talking about later in the series, is how to sort of keep people calm with autism, make them feel safe, make them feel happy, and, sort of how to be calm and everything. And yeah, and I think that's pretty much all I want to say for this episode. I will sort of go into some parts about school and stuff in this series. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode of the Awesome Autism Social Edition by My Fantasy. Again, thank you to Jenny DeHane for making the intro for it. I really do appreciate it. I love it. But yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you next Thursday, on Thursday, 8th of April. We'll talk about something very important. And I will see you in the next episode. Alright, bye guys. Mwah. Bye.